Hi, everyone. Danae Chesso here, and I'm doing a very special reading. And that reading that I'm doing right now for the collective is going to be for the next few months because all planets are stationed direct right now. So we don't have any retrogrades for any of the planets. And this is really an auspicious time. And I wanted to do a reading for the collective for those of you that are watching this to be able to take advantage of that. So if you were called to get this reading, that means you are part of the collective. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel inspired to do that. And so this reading is for you guys because, like I said, all the planets are stationed direct until April 21st, and then we'll have another Mercury in retrograde. So I'm going ahead and initiate and start the reading. And I want you, as you're watching this, just to relax and feel calm and to connect to the energies of this reading so that you can really receive any of the messages that are coming, anything that you feel resonates that's meant for you, anything that doesn't, just leave it. Maybe it'll make sense later on. This recording you have access to, so you can reference it anytime that you want. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so here we go. I want you to just connect with me, connect with the energy of this reading. Take a nice deep breath in and hold that. And exhale out. Nice deep breath in again. Hold. And when you exhale out, release any negative energy that you might be harboring or holding on to. My chickens are talking to you. Breathe out. One more breath in. And release. It's always interesting when they decide to do this when I'm doing a reading. Okay. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Raphael, I invoke you into this room, into this reading. I ask that you eliminate any and all negative energy. Any malevolent beings are not allowed to be present in this reading. We call in all of our ancestors, all of our angels and guides, all of our benevolent helpers and the beings that are with us to guide us through our spiritual journey. I call in all of those of the collective to be here now and to guide us with messages of love, light, and wisdom. So be it, and so it is. All right, let's get started. Anytime my rooster crows, I have to see what time it is. And then, okay, there we go. Because it's so odd that he does this. Saying something's important. Okay, here we go. I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decks today for this reading. So it's going to be really detailed. So this is a projection reading for the next 3.5 months. Well, actually, it's going to be 4 months because the plan is going direct just started on January 22nd, and today is the 24th. Yep, 24th. But I didn't feel called to do that until about middle of the night last night, and I was just too tired, so I said that I would do it today. And again, it goes till April 21st. So what this reading is in regards to is just, what do we need to know? What do we know of what themes are coming up? What are some things that we need to be mindful and pay attention to and keep in account, the energies that are going to be present, the lessons that might be present, opportunities, those types of things, because we want to be able to make as much use of all of this positive forward moving energy as we possibly can. All right. That's so important. I'm feeling called also to pull cards for both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And within our collective, so we'll do that as well. Remember that you hold within you those energies as well, both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. That's where inner union comes from. Almost done. Some of you are like, why don't you shuffle the cards before? Because I don't. I feel that in the makes a difference after I say the invocation and calling in all our spirits and guides to then touch the decks, then shuffle the decks, because I always clear the decks before I do a reading. I clear them. So then I'm just reconnecting with all their energy of the cards and the intention that we're setting. So those of you who like to do readings, maybe that's just a little tip for you, is clear your cards before you do readings. And then that way when you're shuffling, after you've set your intention, you're infusing the intention into the readings themselves. So got one more deck, hold on. He's really, I don't know if you can hear him or not. My rooster is really excited today. Okay, I've got energy moving up my arms. All right. So divine masculine energy, I'm going to pull that first. Wow, 3 came up. Okay. Sacred convergence, blood angel, and blessings of Zara. This is from the Rumi deck. I always use the Rumi deck to be my divine masculine. I always use the Kuan Yin to be my divine feminine. Sacred convergence. This is where we're embarking on a sacred path. This is, there's a portal, a doorway that we're walking through, that we're entering into. It's a more sacred way of being. We're being called at this time to recognize, and look at these beautiful pictures. Can you see those? Aren't those beautiful? So having the courage to move in that direction of your higher self, and then understanding that when you do that, you're going to be receiving lots of blessings. So this is very action-oriented energy, which is what the divine masculine is anyway. And blood angel, this is really talking about what it is that you want at your core, what it is that you desire. I've been getting lots of messages that this is a big time for manifestation. We just came off of that super new moon for manifesting. And this whole entire period before the full moon is amplified with that manifesting energy. So what are your desires that you really want? Move towards them. Move in the direction of them. Move in the direction of your higher self. Be prepared to receive those blessings also. So that's what that's talking about. Now we're going to pull the divine feminine. Blessings of the Moon Maiden and Sacred River Yangtze. Again, I feel like this, we're seeing similar themes here for both. I'm going to pull one more because we pulled 3 for the other one. Oh yeah, these are so beautiful. Look at these, aren't these gorgeous? So it's a lot of blessings of Zara, blessings of the Moon Maiden, sacred convergence, sacred river Yangtze, nectar of the lotus, and blood angel. So allowing, the divine feminine allows herself to receive, and she allows herself to be in a state of flow with the divine. I feel like this is telling us to move towards what it is that we want once we decide that. This is telling us that as we're moving forward, we can't force things. We have to recognize that we're in a state of allowing things, okay? This right here, she's focusing on what it is that she wants. Same thing here. What is your heart's desire? What is it that you really want? Focusing on negativity is not going to get you anything. You got to think positive and recognize you're going to receive those blessings. You're going to receive those blessings. Doing a lot of moon work is important. Both the masculine and the feminine can receive. Moving towards what we want, okay? Being in the flow of life, the flow with and grace with the universe, focusing on what it is that we want after we've decided what it is that we want, allowing ourselves to focus, and then allowing both parts of ourselves, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, to recognize that we can receive. So there's a balance that's wanting to be amplified here with this, the fact that these are showing very similar energies, almost the same thing verbatim, but it's coming from the masculine action oriented side, the feminine receiving, allowing side. Okay, so it's a balance. You have to move forward and be in the flow and know that things are coming to you as you're moving. It's not forcing. We're not forcing anything. We're in a state of allowing. Okay, so now I'm going to pull some more cards. Ooh, steadfastness. Don't stop and don't give up. Keep going. You have to continue the journey. This isn't something where you stop and shift in the middle. Once you make your decision, you have to keep going. Don't give up. You need to be very steadfast in what your intention is and setting that intention. Also, cultivation. What connections, what skills, what ideas, what inspiration are you going to cultivate during this time? Because you're going to be using it later in the year. So this is gathering things and gathering people, ideas, to set those things into motion later on. That's what that is about. The kid keeps being loud, sorry. Okay, now we're going to pull from the Lightworker Oracle. I love this one. Wow, 6th ray of devotion. That's really powerful. And initiation by water. So we have a 43 and a 23. That's interesting. Look at both of these. Aren't these beautiful? So this 6th ray of devotion, not only is this person surrendering and offering devotion to the divine, but also to themselves, because you are the divine. Are you being devoted and loving towards yourself? Are you putting yourself in situations that are for your highest good? Okay, so it's not abandoning the self. That's very important. In surrendering and having that devotion for the divine, knowing that you're going to be protected, knowing that it's a safe place to be able to do that. And putting that sacred devotion for self and for the divine is so important. Initiation by water. I really feel like this is a call to all of you who are healers. Okay, all of those who are light workers and doing powerful work right now for the collective. We got a lot of energy coming out from your hands, those healer hands. So if you haven't stepped fully into your healing work, you're being called to do so now, because look what this is showing. Do you know what you are? All of us are this, but healers, they have a duty of service to the divine, if that makes sense, because all you are is a conduit. You're a conduit for that energy to come into you and flow out through you. That's what you are. And the bridge is your heart center. Okay, so I feel like initiation by water, maybe there's something significant with water. Maybe you need to hydrate more because that actually amplifies and helps increase your vibration. Because we are made of water. Water was a conduit. So if you're going to be a conduit for the divine, I suggest that this is a big call, that water needs to be very important for you. Extra hydration during this time, making sure that you're doing your full moon salt baths. If you need to clear your energy, or go take a walk barefoot on the beach in the sandy water, in the salty water, so you're clearing your energy. Whatever you can do. When you're drinking your water, set intention with the water, whether it's in a glass container putting your intention, blessing the water before you drink it, because it's programmable. You're setting that intention with your water. That's really important. All right. Wow. I like this. Boy, they're really, really calling in the light workers right now. Workshops and seminars, attending and giving speeches is a part of your life purpose. You're being asked to learn as much as you possibly can right now for whatever's for your highest good. Use this time to just, like I said, cultivation. Remember that cultivation card came up. Okay, whoops, cultivation. So what are you doing when you're cultivating? You're gathering knowledge, and knowledge is power. So can you make the time to learn more that's for your highest good, to help you on this journey for your highest self? That's being asked of you. Also, those of you who are into teaching, this is asking you to teach your gifts and share those with others, because we need to empower more light workers, more healers right now. Goddess card, express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. I feel like that has to go with the healer aspect. So, and also being nurturing to the self. You can't give to others if you don't give to yourself. That's really important. You're profoundly clairvoyant. You know who you are. If I'm pulling this and you're seeing it, trust what you see in your mind's eye, as well as with your physical sight. Your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. So here we have two things now talking about. Interesting. This card right here is talking about intuition. This card is talking about intuition. This card right here is talking about teaching. This card is talking about teaching. So this is important. Your third eye is important. You're going to be learning, and you're going to be trusting yourself, and you're going to be helping others. This is really important. We all need to focus on that. Especially those in this collective. That's why you're here. If you've seen me, you are definitely someone who's supposed to be a healer, or you have extreme empathic energy, but you're here to help be a guide and to help be a conduit for that love. Okay, we got another deck. Wow, just what I'm talking about. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay, this is again validation that we're coming from two cards of intuition. You know, intuition is not something that's pretend. You know, so you need to learn on trusting yourself, trusting what you're seeing with this and with this. Okay. Empathy, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation, trying to remain neutral so you can recognize and see both sides of what's going on. So I feel like this has to do also with understanding the duality that we all have. There's light and shadow in everyone. Having empathy for both, but also having healthy boundaries so you don't allow that there to be any toxic codependency going on. That's really important too. And humor, choose to focus on the lighter side of life. You can help heal a lot with humor, and you don't have to always be so serious. And as a Virgo, I tend to be very serious, but I have an inner goofball too. So it's okay to have that humor and playfulness. Playfulness is a high vibrational thing. So your inner child wants you to play, wants you to have some humor, laughter. Happiness means that you're on the joyful path, the correct path. Okay, last cards. popping out. Mm, keep getting this card in my readings. Okay, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding and protecting you during these changes because you're getting ready to give birth to something pretty amazing. So it's okay. New opportunities are presenting themselves. It's okay to, when a door opens, you can take it. There's no wrong way on your path. Okay. Some people get caught up, oh, I don't want to make the wrong decision. There's no wrong decision. There's only different consequences or different lessons tied to those, but everything is happening for your highest good. Everything is happening to help you learn more. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for any answers. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. This is really important. That goes with that steadfastness. So we're having validation again on that, talking about you just move forward, have that validation, don't give up, don't swerve off your path. Slow and steady wins the race, or just go knowing that things are going to work out. Have faith. Okay, trust. And Ray, yoga and exercise are essential for your peace and well-being, mind, and spiritual growth right now. Go out, get physical, be in your body. So much, we have way too much energy in our heads. But the only way that we can amplify this energy, and we can also be that conduit that this card is talking about, is by being grounded, because we're of the earth and we're also of the divine. And I talk about this all the time. We need to have both energies present. Okay. And we anchor them in our heart, but we have to be pulling up the energy from the earth and pulling down the energy from the divine. So if you haven't been implementing exercise or yoga into your life, this is saying it's very critical that you do that so you can be of higher vibration, so you can receive the messages and the guidance that you need to. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Danae Chesso. If you haven't had a chance yet to visit my website, you can at danaeanchesso.com. There's all sorts of information of different classes that I have going on, different events, different retreats that we have coming up for 2023. Thank you for joining me for this projection reading for all planets going station direct for the collective. And I hope you will join me. Each month I do a new moon and a full moon reading, and I offer those for the collective as well. If you would like to subscribe to those readings to receive them automatically in your email, you can do so. All right, thank you again, and big blessings to you, and I wish you nothing but love, and I hope you realize that you are a powerful creator and you can create the life that you want. Thank you so much.